A Bellingham man murdered on his way home almost 1 year ago. Police have very little to go on, and they need your help solving this case. Tonight, his mother talks with Washington's Most Wanted's Perella Lewis, speaking for the first time since the start of her son's murder mystery.
A little bit further down here, probably about right here, bleeding pretty massively from the upper body.
On November 20th last year, 42-year-old Bryan Marriott was shot while on his way home from a night out.
He was in Fairhaven, South Bellingham, at a place called the Fairhaven Pub and Martini Bar, and then just prior to that at a place called the Black Cat.
It was just after 11 p.m. when Bryan pulled up to a stop sign a block from his house. It was pouring down rain, but for some reason, he got out of his car. That's where this mystery begins.
The car was right here, it was in park. Was facing uphill at the stop sign. Car was still running. The driver's door was open, and the windshield wipers were on. The emergency brake was set, and it was just like it was when the first patrol officers arrived, as if he'd gotten out of his car for some reason shortly before he was shot.
Why would Bryan stop his car and get out? A witness claims there was an argument.
We had a caller who said they saw a dark-colored vehicle pull up or parked alongside his vehicle momentarily after this gunshot was heard, and then this car, this dark-colored unknown type vehicle, was seen speeding off down, this is North Garden Street, down towards downtown.
The shooting took place in a heavily populated area, and police can't understand why more people haven't come forward with information.
There were a lot of people out. There were parties in the neighborhood. I think that there were probably more people out that might have seen something, but for whatever reason, we just haven't heard from them.
I think it's just really kind of pathetic that his life is over and he's not going to be able to love anyone else, including me.
Bryan's mother, Pam, recalls the last time she saw her youngest son.
I was waiting in the car, and Bryan pulled up next to me, and I rolled my window down, and I said, "Hi," and he said, "Mom, your car is dirty." And he says, "You never have a dirty car." And I went, "Yeah, we'll wash it." And we were laughing, and he said, "I'll see you later." And I said, "Okay, see ya." And he drove off, and that was Friday morning about 10 o'clock.
13 hours later, he was dead.
We just don't know if something happened on the roadway between Fairhaven, South Bellingham, and this area right here, or if this was a random encounter. We just really don't know.
11 months after the murder, police are doing all they can to generate new leads.
And in an attempt to get even more tips, the Bellingham Police Department is doing something they've never done before. They've got Bryan's face on 4 different buses across the city to try and get more tips.
I'm excited about the bus campaign. I think it's a wonderful thing.
Detective Kelsch hopes that just one person who knows what happened that night might see Bryan's face and tell their story.
We need somebody that can say, hey, I saw this, or yeah, my buddy, told me about this. I know a little more about it. That's what we need. Is we're really asking for the public's help to come forward.
Bellingham police are offering a $5,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest and conviction. So if you know anything about the murder of Bryan Marriott, call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS.